TT Meets TT episode 15, the father and son 225 team. Hi all, Andy here and welcome back to another episode of TT Meets TT. This week I'm featuring father and son TT enthusiasts Simon and Jordan. I first met them both back in early spring at a TT breakfast meet in Hemel Hempstead that had been organised by Dom from the Parrot Bros. They were quick to point out that myself, Dom and CarChris' YouTube channels are one of the main reasons for their car ownership and maintaining these great cars. So sorry about that guys. I invited Simon and Jordan to my back garden earlier this summer to showcase their cars and explain to me what they'd undertaken on them. I'm sure you'll enjoy looking at these cars as much as I did. Enough from me, on with the video. Morning everyone, so we are here in Springbank today and we've got two great examples of the Audi TT Mk1. They're both 225s. One's got the slightly older APX engine, one's got the BAM engine, and they're owned by these two great gentlemen, father and son, Simon and Jordan. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a tour of both of these cars and I'm going to speak to the guys and we're going to find out a little bit more. So Simon, starting with the silver car, this is the one that you owned first?
Yeah, it's got a Revo mat, which is stage 1. Actually, other than that, it is a standard car, or rear diffuser. We've got the 3.2 rear diffuser and obviously the QS wheels.
Yeah, that's something to point out. That's a great upgrade for this car are these fantastic QS wheels. So a neat feature of the Quattro Sport is the front wheels have a less of a dish than the rear wheels. Very Lamborghini-esque. So if we move to the rear of the car, there's the 3.2 diffuser. Tailpipes look great there, nice and shiny. In fact, the bodywork looks great overall. There seems to be doesn't seem to be many marks on this one.
No.
And of course, it is the light silver metallic, a very common colour. But just because it's common doesn't mean people don't like it. Although it's a bit of a controversial colour, you know, silver. It's a very Marmite colour.
Yeah.
I personally love it.
Yeah.
I already own one. So inside the car, much done inside? Pretty standard?
Yeah, other than a lot of leather creaming.
Obviously it's got the facelift gear knob. So no rear seat delete, seats are still there?
No, it's still there, probably going to keep them.
Can we have a look under the bonnet? Yeah, lovely and tidy. Everything as it should be. So we mentioned, didn't we, that it's got some, looks like it's got a new tip.
Yeah.
That's an aftermarket tip. And the MTC Motorsport PCV system, which interestingly that Quattro Sport had last week.
Right.
So you haven't taken the charge pipe off and changed the charge pipe, or?
No, no.
This also looks like it's been replaced.
Yes, I think it has.
That looks different as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks nice and tidy though.
Yeah, yeah.
You say it's got 150,000, 160,000?
Yeah, 151,000.
151, so yeah, usual scuttle panel.
Yeah, I haven't seen one that hasn't got that yet.
Well, there was a post on Facebook last week and a guy said just pick one up from a dealership and there's 3 left in the world. So if your Vin window has also failed, do check out my buddy CarChris' video on replacing Vin windows he is now producing and selling. It's a great replacement item that smartens up your car. Link to Chris's eBay link is in my video description. Yeah, so it looks nice and tidy. Head looks nice and clear. Maybe a bit of a sand back.
We're going to give it
a bit of sand back.
Yeah, we're going to give it. That's it.
I've seen a few different ways of doing it. I have noticed people doing it with clear coat. It seems to be a way to keep those lights going.
Right.
I've noticed some of the American guys do that too. Great car. Okay, so we move on to your 2000 APX. Again a 225.
Again a 225.
And it's in black.
No real mods on this other than slightly lowered. But apart from that, standard car.
What's really good to see today, and I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up, is the fleck of the paint in the black. As we said already, it looks like it's almost pearlescent. So there's an almost every colour of the rainbow picking up that sunlight today. It looks great. In fact, it looks very light for black, as we've already said. Oh, just to say that the sun goes in. Also got this carbon wrap on the door.
Yeah, that's
unusual.
Something we're going to remove though.
So you think it's lowered by about 20 mil?
I think about 20 mil, yeah, roughly 20 mil, yeah. Yeah,
because they're really sitting under the arches, those tyres, aren't they?
Yeah.
Any rubbing from it?
No, actually, nothing. So we've been over some bumpy roads as well, and no.
I'd say the stance of the car, it looks like it's been dropped at the back, but not at the front.
Yeah.
Strange, isn't it? I can really.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it has been lowered all the way round, but it looks quite.
Yeah, I wondered that.
Sitting quite heavy at the back.
Yes. Yeah.
Like you've got all your shopping in there.
Yeah.
So again, you've got the 3.2 diffuser.
Oh yes. Yeah.
So looking inside, we can see it's got the pre-facelift gear knob, but the leather looks in great condition.
Yeah.
Or is it optical illusion?
A lot of elbow grease.
A lot of elbow grease.
Yeah, lots of leather cream, but no, it's not bad.
So this is your doer upper car, isn't it really? So this is the one when we spoke at that meet back in March, April time, you'd said, it's your fault I've bought another car.
Yeah,
and I was
that's
like,
right,
okay. And this was the car. So this is your doer upper. Yeah. And I think your plan is, I think you're going to sell this car, is that right? You're going to sell it on and look for a
and then really look
upgrade?
And really we're looking for a 3.2.
Yeah. Good selection. Yeah. Absolutely great selection.
You and Dom were originally responsible for, you know, we tried to blame it on you both, and my wife's not really having it, it's our fault.
Oh, okay. But, well, I do apologise for my part that I've played in that, so I apologise to your wife on that part. So under the bonnet, has there been much done on this one under the bonnet? So the silver one's had the map.
Silver one's had the map.
This has had no map.
No map on this one, no.
The rest of it all looks pretty standard, so you've got the standard tip. Hockey puck does sit quite high there on that one. Is that the one you said about? Was it the other one? That one sits quite...
Yeah.
So
again, I think that's been...
So you lost the clips off it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we've got these horrible replacements.
That's that, they clip under the charge pipe, don't they, normally?
Yeah.
Yeah, standard 225, still pulls like a train, so it's can't be too bad. And I think this car is about to go up for sale, so guys, if you're in the market for picking up a well-loved 225, it's got some great features on it, and if you're looking for something to take back to stock, then this could be your car. Okay, Jordan, you're quite a young chap to be involved in the TT scene, so what drew you into TTs?
Well, I guess it was sort of him. I'm slowly kind of getting into it more since driving it. The longer we've had them for, the more I like them.
Okay, great.
So
you must be a proud dad getting your son into TTs.
Yeah, it's been, I think the good thing about it is you've been able to work on it, haven't you? That he's been able to work on a car.
Absolutely.
Because up until this point, all the cars you had, you couldn't really work on them, could you, easily? Not really easily, whereas this, so it's actually got you into it. And he started to restore an old Alfa as well, like a 50-year-old Alfa. So,
oh, wow.
You know, it's...
how's that going?
it's a lot of work.
Right.
It's going okay though. Yeah.
So what model Alfa is that you're working on?
It's a 2-litre GTV, 1972. It was actually my first car.
Wow.
And it was just put in a shed somewhere, and you know, it was worth nothing. And then years later, we're suddenly.
And what sort of stage is that in at the moment? Is it running? Is it?
Well, it's definitely not running. It just needs, well, an exhaust, suspension, and
parts for that sort of car.
Actually, amazingly, parts are just plentiful, aren't they?
Oh, well, best of luck with that. So, but don't forget the TT.
Yeah.
So you have two cars that have got slight modifications.
Yes.
Neither of which are things you can't undo if you needed to.
Absolutely.
So your thoughts on modified versus unmodified?
Oh, that's a tough one. I think probably err on slightly modified, so that we've got a car that's maybe slightly sharper, still good for long distance, good for a quick track blast every now and again as well. But probably, you know, not. I'd love seeing all the modded cars. Love seeing that, and in fact, that's part of the charm of the TT, isn't it?
Indeed.
You've got that sort of cross section, but also great to see a stock car. So I think our mods are all centred around, if we wanted to, we could take it back to stock quite easily. I think that's our sort of philosophy.
I think you will agree these are a couple of classic examples of the 225, and I personally want to thank both Jordan and Simon for coming down today and sharing these great cars with us. Take care. Thank you. Thank you. Take care, Jordan. Take care, mate. See ya. Thanks for bringing the cars along, guys. Some really nice features and I think a couple of really honest cars. I personally think it's great to see the Quattro Sport wheels on a car without a black roof. I'm sure that we'll catch up at plenty more TT Meets in the near future. Perhaps you would like to feature your car on TT Meets TT. If you do, then please do drop me an email at the address on screen now. If you like what you've seen today, then please do give this video a thumbs up and also think about subscribing to my channel if you've not already done so, where you'll find a whole host of content on the Audi TT Mk1. As always, thanks for watching and see you soon. Take care.